Hi students, in the last class we saw the problems on journal entries. Okay, so now whatever we saw the problems, the four problems we saw, so it's related to the simple journal entries. Okay, so now in this session we will see there are two types of the journal entries, the simple journal entries and the compound journal entries. Okay, so the simple journal entries we solve the problems. Now in this session we will see the problems on the compound journal entries. Okay, so now see the problem number 5. Journalize the following transaction in the book of Mr. Sachin in 2012. Okay, so now you know what in by compound journal entries. Compound journal entry means what's in the transactions there are, if there are more than two accounts are there, then it is compound journal entry. Okay, so now see, 1st October started business with cash rupees 75,000, goods rupees 25,000 and furniture worth rupees 75,000. Okay, so it means what's in this transaction, in this entry there are more than two accounts are affecting. Okay, so now business started with cash. Okay, so this is the first account, second one is a goods, this is the second account, and furniture it is the third account. Okay, so business started, it means what, it is the someone is invisible person is there, in this invisible persons they are going to invest this all these things. Okay, so it, whatever this investment is nothing but the capital account. Okay, so now what will be the entry, the cash account debit, goods account debit, furniture account debit to capital account credit. Okay, so see here, cash account debit, goods account debit, furniture account debit to capital account credit. Okay, so the 75,000 plus 25,000 plus 75,000 is 175,000. Okay, so now cash it is in the real, and what's the real, debit what comes in. Okay, so cash after investing in the business, cash comes in. Okay, so now see goods also comes in a business, it's as well as the furniture is asset, it's come under the business. Okay, so that's why it is a debit. Okay, so being business started with cash, goods and the furniture. Okay, so like this compound entry you have to make. Okay, so next transaction was deposited into the Bank of Baroda rupees 25,000. Okay, so deposited means what deposited, cash deposited. Okay, what's the cash deposited, so into bank. In this transactions only two accounts are affecting, which are those, so bank account and the cash account. Okay, so Baroda bank account debit, Baroda bank account or the bank account debit to cash account credit rupees 25,000, being cash deposited into bank. Okay, so now see the third transaction, on 4th October purchased the goods for cash rupees 28,000 from Girish and rupees 20,000 from Harish on credit. Okay, so now see, in these transactions also more than two accounts are affecting. So this is the purchase account. Okay, so this is the purchase transaction. Okay, so in the purchase transaction, in this entry the cash transaction is also there as well as the credit transaction is also there. Okay, so now how to pass the journal entries, so purchase account debit. Okay, so what's the purchase account debit to cash account credit to Harish account credit. Okay, so now see here, on 4th October purchase account debit rupees 48,000 to cash account credit rupees 28,000 to Harish account credit rupees 28,000. Okay, so being purchased of both cash and credit. Okay, so like this is the transaction. Okay, so the next transaction is what, 6th October sold goods for cash rupees 30,000 and on credit to Suresh for rupees 20,000. Okay, so this is the sales transaction. So in these transactions cash transaction is also there as well as the credit transaction is also there. Okay, so now how to pass the journal entries. Okay, so Suresh account debit to cash account credit to sales account credit. Okay, so like this we have to pass the journal entries. Okay, so cash account debit, because after selling the goods cash comes in a business. Okay, so it is 30,000. Suresh, so sales means what, we are selling to the Suresh on credit basis. Okay, so cash it's not coming but on a credit, this is the credit transactions, but Suresh is the receiver, that's why it is a debit. Okay, so sales account credit rupees 50,000. Okay, so like this we have to solve. Next, on 10th October paid postage rupees 1,000. Okay, paid postage means what, paid cash, paid for what, postage, and postage is the expenses. Okay, so postage account debit to cash account credit. Okay, so now see here, postage account debit rupees 1,000 to cash account credit rupees 1,000. Okay, so like this we have to solve. The next transaction is what, so on 13th October bought machinery from Wipro Limited for rupees 20,000. Okay, so what machinery means what? It is the purchase transactions. Okay, so one particular asset name is given. If it is the asset name, particular asset name is given, then you have to take the asset account. Okay, the machinery account and the Wipro account. These two accounts are affecting. Okay, so the machinery account debit to Wipro account credit. Okay, so here machinery is a real account, and real, what's the rules? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay, so debit itself comes in. Okay, so machinery itself comes in. So Wipro Limited, it is the personal rule is what? Debit is the receiver, credit is the giver. So it is the giver 20,000. Okay, so being machinery bought. Okay, so next one is a what's on 14th October withdraw for office use rupees 10,000. Okay, withdraw for office use means what? So for the office use. Okay, so cash account debit to bank account credit. Okay, cash account debit to bank account credit being withdrawn for cash for office use. Okay, so the next this is on 18th October, Suresh paid us rupees 19,500 in full settlement of his account of rupees 20,000. Okay, so now this is the very important transactions. Now listen the carefully what it means. Okay, Suresh paid us. Okay, Suresh paid us means what? Suresh paid to business. Okay, Suresh paid to business rupees 19,500 in full settlement of his account of rupees 20,000. Okay, so now, so this Suresh want to pay, actually Suresh want to pay rupees 20,000, but out of this 20,000 he paid only 19,500 and closed the account. Okay, and close the account. It means what? Business has given 500 discount to the Suresh. It means what's the discount allowed. Okay, if the business given discount allowed to the customer, then it is the loss for the business, right? It is the expenses, it is the loss for the business. Okay, so it means it is in these transactions there are three accounts are affecting, which are those Suresh account as well as the cash account as well as the discount allowed account. Okay, so now Suresh paid us means what? So this Suresh, whatever the paid 19,500, it cash comes in the business. Okay, so cash account debit rupees 19,500, and whatever the discount allowed given, it's a loss for the business. So this discount allowed debit rupees 500 to Suresh account credit rupees 20,000, because Suresh want to give rupees 20,000. Okay, so now see, this is like this entry we have to make. Okay, cash account debit rupees 19,500, whatever Suresh paid to business, so cash comes in a business, so that's why it is a debit 19,500, and discount allowed given by the business to the Suresh, so whatever the discount allowed given 500, it is a loss, so that's why it is a 500 debit, because discount allowed, it will come under the nominal account. And what's the nominal rules? Debit all expenses and losses. Okay, so it is the expenses or it is the losses, that's why it is a debit 500 to Suresh account credit rupees 20,000, because Suresh is the given. Okay, so the next transaction is what's the same transaction on 22nd October. We paid to Harish. We paid means who paid? Business paid to Harish rupees 19,900 in full settlement of our account rupees 20,000. So it means what? Business paid to Harish, actually business want to pay 20,000, but they paid 19,900. It means what? So this Suresh, no, Harish has given 100 discount to the business. Okay, 100 given discount to the business. Okay, so now how in these transactions also, it is also compound entry. So because more than two accounts are affecting, now how to pass these journal entries for this? Just see here, Harish account debit rupees 20,000, because Harish received this 20,000. Okay, so to cash account credit, because cash goes out from the business, actually 19,900. Okay, and discount received, and the discount received is the income for the business, and discount received will come under the nominal account. And what's the nominal rules? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. So this is the credit, it's the income. Okay, so this is the 100. So like this you have to pass the journal entries. Okay, and so the last transaction is advance the loan to Srinath rupees 20,000. Okay, advance loan to. Okay, it means what? Business given loan to Srinath. Loan means what's given? Cash given. Cash account and the Srinath accounts, these are the two accounts. Okay, so now see here, Srinath account debit to cash account credit. Okay, Srinath loan account debit to cash account credit rupees 20,000. Okay, so next one is what's the last transaction? Paid electricity charges rupees 1,000. Okay, paid means what's paid? Cash paid for what? Electric charges. Okay, so electricity electricity charges account debit to cash account credit rupees 1000. Okay, so being electricity charge paid. Okay, so now all the transactions will pass, will just make it total of the debit column and the credit column. Okay, 3,90,000, 3,90,000. Okay, so I hope you will be understand. Just take we concentrate on these two transactions. Okay, so on whatever happened on the 18th October as well as the 22nd October. Okay, so this is very important problem. Like this problem will come for exam. Okay, it's very important. If we understand, it's good. If it is not understand, you can contact me, I will help you. Okay, so thank you.